Hey, so with the AI revolution closer than ever now, I decided to binge watch 23 hours of Black Mirror. Here's 5 trade-offs that every product manager is going to face very soon. We'll deep dive into each of these trade-offs and figure out the consequences for your products and your customers. Hey, my name's Akash. I have a decade of product experience. I'm a Harvard MBA grad and angel invest in startups. Subscribe for ways to level up your product management skills and career. Let's go. First, do we need a new version of PETA? People for the ethical treatment of AI. Today, a lot of products already have personalization built in, like your YouTube feed knows exactly which video to recommend to you, and your Spotify playlist knows what types of songs you like. Your Alexa even knows exactly what temperature you want to set your Nest to and what time you want to switch on and off your lights. But in the future, there's going to be AI copies of us that know exactly what we want to the highest degree of detail. However, since these are AI copies of us, they not only have our preferences, but they also have our thoughts, feelings, ambitions, fears, all of the other things that make us human. So is it ethical to force such AI copies to do menial tasks like setting the toaster or setting the lights and figuring out what temperature the room should be set at? What about making them experience years in just a matter of minutes? And what does this mean for the theory that all of us are actually in a computer simulation? What kind of treatment do we expect from our controllers in the higher dimension? Okay, number 2, how do we prevent the robot uprising? So robots are becoming more and more capable by the day and are now even able to make independent decisions by themselves. In the future, the kinds of problems that will be delegated to robots will just increase in complexity, from flower pollination to security and many more things that are vital to our survival. How do we prevent these robots from taking up their own goals or being hacked and hijacked by bad actors for nefarious activities? One way is to program these robots with a set of rules or laws, like Asimov's 3 laws of robotics. However, is that really enough to prevent these robots from becoming omnipotent? What sorts of securities and guardrails do we need to put in place today to prevent this future from becoming a reality? So number 3, what is really the future of personal privacy? So our smartphones already have an enormous amount of data about us, and with the inclusion of high-end cameras and security features, they are just amassing more and more data about us, tracking every detail, every click, every movement on the digital world. In the future, we'll all have cloud-connected technology installed and functioning right in our brains and eyes and senses. Just think about it and it'll happen. However, what happens when this technology witnesses someone committing murder or being unfaithful to their spouse or even consuming an illegal drug? Does the technology that we have built and installed for our ease of life and privacy end up snitching on us? Does this end all crime because everything is now tracked and admissible in court? Does it give parents the ability to overprotect their children and prevent them from seeing certain scenes or seeing certain activities happening? What does this mean for children growing up in this world? Number 4, how do we really ensure continued humanity? So the world already has a lot of inequality, and many systems favor those at the top, leading to even more inequality. You can see this today in any marketplace like Uber, YouTube, Upwork. Even your credit score works in a very similar way. Those at the top end up getting all of the benefits, leading them to stay at the top, and those at the bottom are unable to access a lot of these systems, leading them to never be able to actually reach the top. Now, in the future, we are going to be able to rate each other on everyday interactions. Those interactions and ratings are going to lead to more systems being built on top of them. These ratings will then gate finances, membership, jobs, interviews, a lot of different parts of life. So with tech-enabled systems just pumping these systems even further and even higher, how do we ensure that people are really getting a fair shot to lead a happy and successful life? Speaking of ratings, if you are getting any value from this video, please hit the like button. It really helps me out. And number 5, how do we prevent technology from commoditizing ourselves? People are already addicted to content platforms, endlessly scrolling TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and all of these content platforms. In the future, with robots, AI, and technology, will people just end up consuming and not doing any of the producing? What kind of controls and regulations do we need to have in place to make sure that people aren't being victimized by these algorithms that are built to feed and profit off of their attention? And what moral obligations do these companies have towards their customers to balance their drive for profit for their investors? In my next video, I will answer the existential question, will AI replace product managers? So stay subscribed for that. And if you're struggling to land PM interviews, this This video will help you build a killer resume and land 10x more job interviews for PM roles.